Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today our topic of discussion is the resurgence of Newcastle United under Eddie Howe. First and the most obvious reason that comes in a lot of our minds is the injection of Arabic money by Arabic owners. But I completely disagree with this narrative and I'll tell you why in the later stages of the video. So let's get started. So let's get started with the comparison of the team shapes of Newcastle under Bruce and Eddie Howe. Steve Bruce with an ultra defensive 5-4-1 and Howe with a fairly attacking 4-3-3 approach. What do you expect from a 5-4-1 formation? Obviously sit back and counter. In this style of play, first goal is very important. In case you concede the first goal and the opponent sits back and counters, then your plan becomes handicapped. You are left with no option but to change your defensive plan to an attacking one. Newcastle couldn't sustain the long hauls of attacking periods and eventually succumbed, conceding 2 goals per match, which is a lot. For a team with this shape, it becomes difficult to make a comeback from being a goal or 2 down. Let's look at the scatter plot that I've made. Now in this scatter plot, it is goals for versus goals against. All the data is taken from understat.com, so shout out to understat.com. It shows that Newcastle conceded the second highest number of goals under Steve Bruce. So even with an ultra defensive approach, Newcastle struggled to keep clean sheets. Newcastle scored goals, but clean sheets were missing. Now under Howe, the defensive solidarity drastically improved. Look at this scatter plot. They averaged the same number of goals under both managers, but the defensive improvement under Howe was the key. Under Bruce, Newcastle was on the brink of relegation, lying at 19th place on the Premier League table. Under Howe, Newcastle amassed 7th highest number of points, if you consider the time period after the appointment of Eddie Howe. The difference made by Howe's appointment is clearly visible. Furthermore, if the shot maps under the two managers are compared, obviously the number of shots under Howe are more because more matches were played under him. But look at the positions the shots are taken from. Under Howe, the shots are taken from positions of high XG, that is expected goals. Under Bruce, Newcastle averaged 10 shots per match, which was improved by Howe to 12.95 shots per match. Another vital aspect that Eddie Howe upgraded was the team's pressing. Now pressing can be measured with this parameter called passes allowed per defensive action, that is PPDA. These passes are the number of passes the opponents are allowed to make before Newcastle makes any defensive intervention. Here in this scatter plot, you can find Newcastle with the highest PPDA and lowest opposition PPDA. This highlights two bad characteristics of Bruce's Newcastle. They were least interested in getting the ball and keeping the ball, which I think are fundamentals to win games. This was way too defensive approach from Bruce. Now if we focus at Eddie Howe's PPDA scatter plot, it is visible that the Howe's Newcastle pressed higher and tried to keep possession for longer hauls. Remember, PPDA only shows the quantity of press, not the quality of the press. Now moving on, if we talk about the takeover by Arab owners, winter transfer window pretty much worked in their favor. The increased funds obviously helped, but the signings didn't make a major impact on the team performances. For example, if you consider Chris Wood, a striker signed from Burnley, scored just 2 goals in 16 matches, out of which 1 is a penalty. And I really think this signing was done only to weaken their relegation rivals Burnley. So in those terms, it was a smart signing. Then the big signing of Kieran Trippier from Atletico Madrid, who just played 5 matches before getting injured. He provided some magic moments in those 5 matches, scoring 2 goals, which included a magical free kick. Apart from that, Bruno Guimaraes has come clutch in the recent matches but got in the team late due to injury. Apart from these signings, Dan Burn and Matt Target have been the standout signings for Newcastle in my opinion. They have pretty much sorted the defense for Newcastle, which was the major problem for them. Kudos to Eddie Howe for finding and implementing the perfect combinations for the team. You can't take away the credit that Eddie Howe deserves. So that's pretty much it. If you think that I've missed any point or you have any other suggestion, please let me know in the comments. So that's it guys. Until next time. Bye bye.